Hello and welcome to East Africa, a place of breathtaking landscapes, vibrant cultures, and histories so deep. We are heading to the magnificent, diverse, and incredible region of East Africa. Yes, East Africa has lions and savannas, but it is so much more. It's a mosaic of nations, each with its own unique story to tell. From the highlands of Ethiopia to the shores of the Indian Ocean, we're going to look at each nation's capital city and its national flag. A capital city is the nerve center where culture is forged. A flag is a story woven into fabric, a declaration of identity. Our journey through the capitals and flags of East Africa starts now. All right, first stop on our grand tour, the Republic of Burundi, often called the Heart of Africa. It's a land of 1,000 hills and a place of resilience. The ritual dance of the royal drum is so important, it's on the UNESCO list of intangible cultural heritage. For the longest time, the capital of Burundi was Bujumbura, the economic powerhouse. In 2019, the government moved the political capital inland to Gitega, the traditional royal capital. So now, Burundi has this fascinating dual capital situation reflecting the nation's journey. Let's explore the flag of Burundi. Divided by a white saltire into red and green triangles, it features a central white circle. Inside are 3 red stars outlined in green. Adopted in 1967, each element carries deep meaning. Green symbolizes hope. Red represents the struggle for independence. White signifies peace. The 3 stars embody the national motto, unity, work, progress. They also represent the Hutu, Tutsi, and TWA people, a call for unity and progress. Our next destination sounds like it was pulled straight from a fantasy novel. The Comoros, officially known as the Union of the Comoros. This archipelago nation floats in the Indian Ocean and is nicknamed the Perfumed Islands because it's one of the world's largest producers of ylang-ylang, a flower used to make expensive perfumes. The country is a union of 3 major islands, Grande Comore, Moheli, and Anjouan. The capital city, Moroni, located on Grande Comore, translates to "at the heart of the fire," fitting since it sits at the base of the active volcano, Mount Karthala. Moroni is a mix of old and new, with winding alleyways and modern buildings, encapsulating the ancient, resilient spirit of the Comoros. The flag of the Comoros is one of the most colorful and symbolic flags you will ever see. It's a vibrant declaration of the nation's identity as a union. Adopted in 2002, this flag is a beautiful representation of the country's federal structure. It features 4 horizontal stripes, yellow, white, red, and blue. On the hoist side, that's the side closest to the flagpole, there's a green triangle. Inside this triangle is a white crescent moon, and nestled within the crescent are 4 white 5-pointed stars arranged vertically. It's a busy flag for sure, but every single element has a very specific and important job to do. Let's start with those 4 colorful stripes. Each one represents one of the 4 main islands of the archipelago. The yellow stripe stands for the island of Moheli. The white stripe represents Mayotte, and this is a powerful political statement. Even though Mayotte is administered by France, the Comoros still claims it as part of its sovereign territory. Including the white stripe in the flag is a constant, visible declaration of that claim. The red stripe symbolizes the island of Anjouan, and the blue stripe represents the largest island, Grande Comore, where the capital is located. It's a flag that says, "We are all in this together." Now, let's move to that green triangle on the side. Green is a color with deep significance in Islam, which is the dominant religion in the Comoros. So, the green triangle and the white crescent moon inside it are powerful symbols of the nation's faith. The crescent moon is a classic emblem of Islam, representing progress and the guidance of the faith. It sits there as the foundation, the spiritual bedrock upon which the union of the islands is built. It's a clear statement that faith is a unifying force for the nation, a common bond that ties all the islands together. Finally, you have those 4 white stars. Just like the stripes, the 4 stars also represent the 4 islands, Moheli, Mayotte, Anjouan, and Grande Comore. Their placement within the crescent moon reinforces the idea of unity and destiny under a shared faith. So you have this double representation, the stripes and the stars, both hammering home the central theme of the flag unity. It's a complex, layered, and deeply meaningful design. It's not just a flag, it's a constitution, a map, and a prayer for the nation, all woven into one beautiful piece of fabric. Next, we're heading to Djibouti, This place is strategically located on the Horn of Africa, at the southern entrance to the Red Sea. We're talking about one of the busiest shipping lanes in the entire world. Djibouti has turned its location into its main hustle. Djibouti is home to military bases from the United States, France, China, Japan, and Italy. The capital city is Djibouti. Djibouti City is a port city buzzing with the energy of 1,000 different cultures. Djibouti is small, but it is mighty. Djibouti's flag tells a story. It features two horizontal bands, light blue and green, with a white triangle on the left and a red star in the middle. The blue represents the sky and sea, the green symbolizes the earth and hope, the white triangle signifies peace and unity, and the red star embodies the unity and the blood shed for independence. It's a flag of global significance, survival, strategy, and hope. Next stop, Eritrea. Eritrea's story is an epic of struggle and resilience. They fought tooth and nail for 30 long years to get their independence from Ethiopia in 1993. The capital, Asmara, is a hidden gem. You feel like you've been teleported to a town in southern Italy. In the early 20th century, the Italians built an entire city in their own image. The whole city is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for its outstanding modernist architecture. But Eritrea is so much more than just its Italian-influenced capital. It has a stunning coastline, a rugged, mountainous interior, and a history that stretches back to the ancient kingdom of Aksum. The people have a profound sense of pride and self-reliance. It's a nation that knows who it is because it had to fight to simply exist. The Eritrean flag is a diagram of the country's journey. The colors are borrowed from the Eritrean People's Liberation Front, the group that led the fight for independence. The red triangle represents the bloodshed for freedom. The green symbolizes agriculture and fertility. The blue represents the Red Sea. The olive wreath, from the first Eritrean flag, is a symbol of peace. It's a flag that uses its past to frame its hopes for the future. We're in Ethiopia, the giant of the Horn of Africa. This is where they found Lucy, our 3.2-million-year-old ancestor. It is one of the oldest nations, home to the Kingdom of Aksum and ancient rock-hewn churches. Unlike almost every other country in Africa, Ethiopia was never colonized. The capital, Addis Ababa, means new flower. It's the diplomatic capital of Africa, home to the African Union headquarters. And we can't talk about Ethiopia without talking about coffee, its gift to the world. The Ethiopian coffee ceremony is a ritual of friendship and respect. Ethiopia's contribution to the world is immense. So how do you represent a country with this much history, this much pride, in a single flag? Well, Ethiopia's flag is one of the most influential in the world. It features 3 horizontal stripes, green on top, yellow in the middle, and red on the bottom. These are the Pan-African colors. Because of Ethiopia's status as the continent's uncolonized bastion of independence, dozens of other African nations, upon gaining their own freedom, adopted these colors for their own flags as a sign of solidarity and respect. Ethiopia didn't just keep its own freedom, it provided the color palette for everyone else's. The meaning of the colors is deeply rooted in Ethiopian tradition and faith. The green is said to represent the land, its fertility, and the hope for the future. It's the beautiful, lush highlands of the country, the source of its agricultural wealth. The yellow stripe in the middle symbolizes peace, love, and harmony among the nation's diverse ethnic and religious groups. It's the glue that holds the nation together, a call for unity. And the red at the bottom represents strength and the blood shed in defense of the homeland, a powerful nod to the victory at ADWA and the constant vigilance required to maintain sovereignty. But wait, there's more. Right in the center of the modern flag, there's a blue circle with a golden pentagram, a star, with rays of light coming out of it. This emblem was added in 1996 to represent the new post-monarchy federal republic. The blue disc represents peace, and the star itself represents the unity of all the diverse nationalities and peoples of Ethiopia, living together in equality. The rays of light emanating from the star symbolize a bright future for the nation. It's a modern symbol placed on an ancient and revered color scheme. So when you see the Ethiopian flag, you're looking at layers upon layers of meaning. You're seeing the flag of a nation, but you're also seeing the symbol of a continent's resistance. You're seeing the Christian and Rastafarian symbolism that has been attached to it over centuries. You're seeing the ancient land, the desire for peace, and the strength of its people. And with the modern emblem, you're seeing the hope for a unified, equal, and bright future. It's not just a flag, It's a historical document, a symbol of hope, and a continental icon all rolled into one. Powerful stuff. Let's talk about Kenya, East Africa's overachiever. This country holds a special place in the global imagination, a canvas of sprawling savannas and legendary wildlife with a profound history. It's where humanity might have taken its first steps. The name Kenya comes from Mount Kenya, the place of light, a majestic snow-capped peak right on the equator. At the heart of Kenya is Nairobi, a city humming with electric energy, the only city with a national park on its doorstep. Nairobi, the green city in the sun, from a railway depot to a cosmopolitan metropolis, a city embodying the dynamic spirit of modern Kenya. A country's flag is like its national profile picture. The Kenyan flag tells a story of struggle, peace, and natural wealth. Adopted on December 12, 1963, it marked Kenya's independence. The black represents the people, the red symbolizes the fight for freedom, and the white stands for peace and unity. The green represents the landscapes and agricultural bounty. The Maasai shield and spears symbolize the defense of freedom. It represents a promise. Next, we're off to Madagascar, basically Earth's limited edition DLC. Forget the movies, the lemurs are real and spectacular. It's not just an island, it's a world. Scientists call it the eighth continent. It broke away millions of years ago. Its plants and animals evolved differently. 90% of Madagascar's wildlife is found nowhere else. You've got fossa, tiny and large chameleons, and over 100 lemur species. Then there's the capital, Antananarivo, or Tana. It's a beautiful historic city built on hills. Cobblestone streets and bustling markets overlook rice paddies. Ancient palaces stand near French architecture, and vibrant street markets sell everything. It's a sensory overload. The flag of Madagascar is as unique as the island itself. It's a simple yet elegant design that tells a story of the nation's history, its people, and its hopes for the future. Adopted on October 14, 1958, 2 years before the country gained full independence from France, this flag was designed to represent the Malagasy Republic. It's a design that feels both modern and deeply traditional, a visual representation of the island's complex identity. It doesn't scream for attention with intricate symbols. Instead, it communicates its message with a quiet, confident grace. It's the strong, silent type of flag. Let's unpack the design. You have this prominent white vertical band on the hoist side, taking up 1/3 of the flag. This white represents purity of heart and is also associated with the Merina Kingdom, the powerful monarchy that ruled much of Madagascar before French colonization. It's a nod to the pre-colonial history of the island, a tribute to the legacy of the people who built a sophisticated society long before Europeans arrived. It's a statement of origins, a way of saying, before anything else, we were this. It's a powerful anchor to the past. Then you have the two horizontal bands, red over green. The red stripe at the top is a really interesting one. It represents sovereignty and the blood of the patriots who fought for their land. But it's also said to represent the red clays that are so characteristic of Madagascar's Central Highlands, which earned it the nickname the Red Island. So it's a symbol of both the people's sacrifice and the very soil they fought to protect. It's a color that connects the nation's spirit to its physical landscape in a deeply meaningful way. And beneath the red, you have the green band. This green symbolizes hope for the future, but it also represents the coastal peoples of Madagascar and the island's incredible natural wealth. Its lush rainforests, its verdant landscapes, and the agriculture that sustains its people. The flag beautifully brings together the colors of the Merina people, white and red, with the color of the coastal commoners, green, creating a symbol of unity for all Malagasy people. It's a visual promise of a unified nation, blending history, hope, and the very land itself into one cohesive, powerful emblem. All right, let's journey to a country famous for two things: a gigantic, beautiful lake and the incredible friendliness of its people. Welcome to Malawi, the nation rightfully known as the warm heart of Africa. And this isn't just some marketing slogan they put on a brochure. It's real. The people of Malawi are renowned for their kindness, their warmth, and their welcoming spirit. It's the kind of place where strangers greet you with a genuine smile, where hospitality isn't just a custom, it's a way of life. It's a country whose greatest natural resource might just be the character of its citizens. Malawi is a long, narrow, landlocked country, but what it lacks in coastline, it more than makes up for with the magnificent Lake Malawi. This is not just a lake, it's an inland ocean. It's the third largest lake in Africa and the ninth largest in the world, and it dominates the country's geography and its culture. It's a freshwater paradise, home to more species of fish than any other lake on Earth, most of them cichlids that shimmer in every color imaginable. It's like a giant natural aquarium. The lake is the lifeblood of the nation, providing food, water, and a stunning backdrop for life. The capital of this warm-hearted nation is Lilongwe. Now, Lilongwe is an interesting case. It's what you might call a purpose-built capital. It became the capital in 1975, taking over from the older, more colonial city of Zomba. It was a move designed to shift the country's economic and administrative center to a more geographically central location. As a result, Lilongwe feels very different from many other African capitals. It's spacious, it's green, and it's neatly divided into a modern city center and a more traditional old town where the real hustle and bustle happens. Lilongwe is a city of contrasts. The city center is all wide avenues, modern government buildings, embassies, and manicured gardens. It feels orderly and planned. Then you cross the river to the old town, and it's a whole different world. It's a vibrant maze of street markets, small shops, and lively bus stations. This is where you feel the true pulse of the city, where you can buy anything from fresh produce to colorful textiles, and where the air is thick with the sounds and smells of daily life. It's a capital that perfectly illustrates the blend of modern aspirations and deep-rooted traditions that defines Malawi today. The flag of Malawi is a story of rebirth and optimism. The original flag was first raised on July 6, 1964, the Day of Independence. It uses the classic Pan-African colors, black for the people, red for the blood of martyrs, and green for the land. The rising sun symbolizes the dawn of a new era of hope and freedom for the entire continent of Africa. The 31 rays represent the fact that Malawi was the 31st African nation to gain independence. They chose to honor the dawn of freedom, which tells you everything you need to know about the soul of this nation. Let's pack our bags, we're heading to Mauritius. You probably think of honeymoons and perfect beaches, but there's so much more to this tiny volcanic island nation. Mark Twain said, "Mauritius was made first and then heaven." The capital city, Port Louis, is a vibrant kaleidoscope of cultures. You can smell Indian spices, hear French Creole, and see a Chinese pagoda. This island wasn't always peaceful. First, the Arabs knew about it, then the Portuguese, then the Dutch. The Dutch are also the ones we can thank for the extinction of the dodo bird. After the Dutch, the French came in, and then the British took over. From this history, a unique Mauritian identity was forged. People from India, Africa, China, and Europe didn't just coexist, they blended and created a culture that is truly one of a kind. Let's talk about the flag of Mauritius, known as Les Quatre Bandes, French for the four bands. Adopted upon independence in 1968, it's a clean design of four horizontal stripes, red, blue, yellow, and green. It looks like a beach sunset turned into a flag, perfect for a paradise island. The red represents the struggle for freedom. The blue, the Indian Ocean, the lifeblood of the nation. The yellow symbolizes hope and the sunshine that bathes the island. Finally, green represents the agriculture and lush nature of Mauritius. So, the Mauritian flag tells a story: struggle, sea, sunshine, and land. Rwanda, the land of 1,000 hills, is a country that embodies resilience. The landscape is breathtaking, but the real story is of its people and their journey of healing and rebuilding after the horrific 1994 genocide. At the heart of this transformation is Kigali, often called the cleanest city in Africa. Visiting the Kigali Genocide Memorial is a moving experience and a necessary pilgrimage to witness the nation's commitment to never again. Kigali has become a beacon of what can be built when a nation chooses unity, progress, and hope. Rwanda's flag tells a story of transformation. Adopted in 2001, it deliberately broke from the past, symbolizing a new chapter after the genocide. The sky blue band represents peace, yellow signifies economic development, and green embodies hope and Rwanda's natural beauty. The golden sun with 24 rays symbolizes enlightenment, representing a bright future. It's a declaration of peace, prosperity, and progress. It's a promise. Tanzania is a vast and diverse country, home to the Serengeti, Mount Kilimanjaro, and the magical island of Zanzibar. Dar es Salaam is the largest city and economic hub, but the official capital is Dodoma. Dodoma is a city in transition, more laid back with a drier climate. It features modern government buildings like the Circular Parliament, Many government functions are still split between Dodoma and Dar es Salaam. Dar es Salaam is vibrant and exciting, while Dodoma is the quiet, serious center for long-term planning. The story of Tanzania's flag is about two becoming one. Modern Tanzania was formed in 1964 by the Union of Tanganyika, and Zanzibar, a major political event expressing Pan-African unity. Designers blended colors from both flags, creating a distinctive design. A black diagonal band, edged in yellow, cuts across the flag, creating green and blue triangles. The green represents vegetation, the blue the Indian Ocean, the black the Swahili people, and the gold mineral wealth. It's a unified design representing the people, land, water, and resources. It's the marriage certificate of a nation. And there you have it. From the high-altitude politics of Ethiopia to the island paradise of Mauritius, from the resilient heart of Rwanda to the vast plains of Tanzania, we've journeyed through a slice of East Africa, and I hope you've seen just how incredibly diverse and complex this region is. It's so much more than a single story. It's a collection of ancient kingdoms, modern republics, bustling cities, and breathtaking landscapes. Each country has its own unique rhythm, its own distinct flavor, its own incredible story etched into its land and its people. It's not a monolith, it's a mosaic. Each capital city we visited tells a part of that story. Think about it. You have Nairobi, the cosmopolitan gateway to the region. You have Addis Ababa, the diplomatic capital of the entire continent. You have Kigali, a shining beacon of what's possible through unity and vision. And you have Moroni, a city clinging to the side of an active volcano, a perfect metaphor for the vibrant and sometimes precarious nature of life. These aren't just dots on a map. They are the living, breathing hearts of their nations, each pulsing with a unique energy and ambition for the future. And the flags, oh, the flags, they are so much more than just colored pieces of cloth. They are poems written in fabric. They speak of independence won, of bloodshed for freedom, of the rich soil, the brilliant sun, and the deep blue oceans. They tell stories of unity, like in Tanzania, where two flags were woven into one. They tell stories of hope and a new dawn, like in Rwanda. They are a crash course in a nation's history, its values and its dreams, all fluttering in the wind. They are the ultimate national elevator pitch. So as we wrap up this journey, I want to leave you with this thought. The story of East Africa is still being written. Every single day, in these cities and under these flags, new chapters are unfolding. It's a region of immense potential, of vibrant youth, and of incredible spirit. So thank you for coming along on this trip with us. We've only scratched the surface, of course. The real exploration begins with you. Stay curious, keep learning, and keep discovering the amazing stories our world has to offer. Thank you for watching.